That's it. That's it. Let's go. Practice fast.
Well, after a couple of weeks, a couple of very hard weeks, that's it. Training camp pretty much in the books now. The very last practice that was open to the public took place at 9 o'clock this morning, so your chance has passed if you wanted to come out and watch some training camp. Team, of course, still does have a few weeks to go until the start of the regular season, but what is technically training camp is now over. Here's what Coach Tony Sparano had to say about training camp.
Had some really good days out here. I think gotten a lot of good work, quality work with our installs versus each other. You know, that won't end here. We'll continue that over the next 10 days or so, probably, you know, once we get into single practices. But I think we've gotten a lot of good work in. So at times a little bit inconsistent, not really efficient at times, but I think for the most part some pretty good work in some critical areas.
Of course, even though we have reached this point in the preseason, the roster does continue to turn over. One of the newest Dolphins is offensive guard Randy Thomas, and here's why he appealed to this coaching staff.
Randy has had history with Dan Henning. He's had history with Bill. You know, Chad Pennington's played with him, so I've coached against him an awful lot, in the NFC East. And I mean, I always thought this guy was really a very solid player at the position. At one point, I thought, you know, he was maybe one of the better players at his position. Tough, smart, veteran player that, you know, that was out there. And, you know, we're here now in the third week of training camp, and we thought might be a good opportunity to bring him in and take a look and see where he is.
So Thomas has been picked up. One of the guys, of course, he'll be blocking for is starting quarterback Chad Henne. And Coach Sparano talked about where Chad Henne is now in his developmental process as opposed to where he was when he was forced into action early last season.
The difference is I think he has a better understanding of the job description right now than he did last year in the San Diego game when we had to put him in there. So, I mean, I think that right now he has a much clearer understanding of the job description. And I think only until you're placed in that situation in this league and you have to go out there and perform like that do you really understand the whole job description.
That's the very latest from Camp Dolphins. Be sure to check back to Dolphins.com and thefinsiders.com throughout the day for the very latest.